around it, which is weird for fire to do. Its thick, capillo flap words as if it were a wingsuit to keep all around it warm. What's capillo flap words? GPT-2 is having a stroke.
Bamesnond is having a strunk.
Collabondulance. I think it was James Names.
Yeah, James Names is having a strong.
There we go.
Face.
Would you like to try YouTube Premium?
No.
Oh. But uses its tentacles to lash up knots that have grown around it. In a pinch, it will slip and stretch.
What?
It wraps its long body around rocks and roots to strengthen its legs and move. It restrains itself by twitching tentacles. Don't know why you would.
It wants to.
It twitches its tentacles to twirl its body. It leaves its tentacles hanging to intimidate attackers. Togetic uses its tentacles to lash its body to trees in the forest. It then wiggles its shell to attack. This Pokemon may use psychic power if it senses danger. I can't read.
I wasn't talking about that. I was just talking about the face.
If it wiggles its shell, it will sense danger and react quickly to avoid being attacked. So it will be in danger if it wiggles its shell? It wiggles its shell to attack prey in forests. It then wiggles its shell to attack.
So it uses it to attack and also to attack?
It attack, but it also attack.
Exactly.
With its long fur and big eyes, it's well equipped to hunt in large swaths of sunlight.
It's well equipped, but only if it's sunny.
Goldeen is a very vicious Pokemon. It will tear at any opponent with its sharp claws until the foe vacilles with pain. Is that a word? Doesn't look like a word.
It's not... Vacillate is, but vacilles is...
A very vicious Pokemon uses claws to immobilize prey, then slices up the victim with its sharp claws. It lives in warm seas. It wiggles its shell to adjust its body temperature. The coral it eats is extremely tasty.
Delicious.
Its claws secrete a toxin, so it's very ticklish.
Is that a correlation that
Yeah.
just is?
However, it's not really bothered by the toxicity. If you are poisonous, you're also ticklish. It's not bothered by the toxicity of its claws. Its only concern is that it may show signs of anger in the future.
Injury.
Because it fears retaliation from its enemy, it wiggles its shell to suit its own fancy.
Just because it wants to.
No, it's because it fears retaliation.
Oh, I thought it suits its own fancy.
No. Well, in that too. It wiggles its shell as if it were a suit of suit jackets.
What does that mean?
It licks its paws of bugwood to cool its body temperature.
Everything going on there sounds like something from Brentilda talking about Grentilda.
Yeah, it makes up words. Suit jackets. Lickitung has a very sensitive nose. It senses something moving in the moist air and uses a slight sting to inject. This Pokemon will also inject itself with fluid from its nest.
Is it collecting them there?
I don't know. Lickitung wiggles its shell in front of it to cool down its body temperature. This Pokemon apparently sprays its skin with fluid from its nest.
Nest.
When transmitting its sense of smell to the world, it makes a sound that sounds like a wall. A whale. Oh, man. It would have been funnier if it sounded like a wall.
It could sound like a wall if you wanted to.
It withers if threatened or injured. Its cries sound like the echoing of voices.
Kind of creepy, maybe?
That's some of the weaker ones, but suit jackets.
Kind of creepy, maybe, though?
Yeah. Oh, no.
With its cute face, as is its.
Oh. In this amazing rotating statue, the 3 heads of each head rotate at the same speed. It is a dangerous Pokemon with 4 heads.
What? That's so many different numbers of heads.
It is amazing to whatever it is. Each of his 3 heads has its own will. Once it's made a choice, the entire body splits into 3 heads.
I'm trying to think of where it could be getting that from.
Dodrio has 3 heads with its own will, I think.
Yeah, but they don't rotate at the same speed. That's coming from something else.
Once it makes a choice, the entire body splits into 3 heads, which makes making a choice difficult. Each of the 3 heads has its own thoughts. When making a choice, it leaves its 3 heads split in 2.
Ow! Man, it really wants to split its own heads for some reason.
It's really bad for this thing to make choices. With its 3 heads split in 2, it ponders its lifelong dream of becoming a Pokemon. To have everything.
It really, really wants to be a Pokemon.
To have everything.
Well, that's just a natural result of being a Pokemon.
It is said to live in a world without gems. What makes it tick is how powerful it can be. So it lives because of how powerful it is. It lives in a world without gems, whatever that means. Even when it's asleep, it keeps the rings on its body glittering and its body expands, tilting its head in puzzlement.
Puzzlement. I think that's a word.
A rare and elusive Pokemon that is said to appear when a curious visitor appears. It is not the curious visitor, though.
But that's also not a very unique circumstance.
No. As it flits around in the night, it is said to receive mysterious calls. Those who catch are said to be blessed with newfound happiness. It is said to arrive on sunny days in the autumn. It is said to command a bountiful harvest from its 5 progeny.
It only can have 5 children.
It is said to earn a living off kindness and care for sick companions. Some towns offer pups to stray away for the cost of a cup of tea. It made sense until it didn't. It floats freely in the dark. It pays no attention to its surroundings, as it obtains intelligence from the 5 young.
It only can have 5 kids.
It always hides in grass. When the time comes, its fangs appear and it gobbles up the fallen leaves of plants.
It uses fangs for plants?
It seems inefficient.
Yeah.
Silcoon is a rare Pokemon. That is not true. Silcoon is a rare Pokemon that lives in warm seas. That is untrue. It is said to appear when a visitor appears. This Pokemon moves about. That is not true. While pondering the meaning of life.
We're 100% accurate here.
Silcoon eats the fallen leaves of trees lining beaches. The fallen leaves are thought to be the key to unlocking the secrets of the forest. It's said to live in a world without... Becoming a Silcoon requires that one earn a silver of kindness. Not a sliver, a silver of...
Real life Wario.
Becoming a Silcoon requires that one earn a silver of kindness from its 5 fangs. No other species can match its intelligence.
5 fangs? Is one directly in the center, or does it have lopsided teeth?
Well, it had 6, but it lost one.
No, its teeth are just like its children. It can only have 5.
No matter how prosperous the world of Silcoons are, there are still Silcoons that think it's all talk and nothing.
But that's not a full sentence.
Its magical and cute appeal have many admirers. It's even popular as a pet. Adorable, but also very smart. When its cute charms are activated, its intelligence rises. So the cuter it is, the more intelligent it is?
Yes, that's right.
But that's not. But okay. It moves about by using its cute face. However, if it doesn't have any cute face left, it won't move at all.
That one's great.
It runs out of face, it cannot move. Because its cute face is all it has. Anyone who sees it must not take it down completely away from their guard.
What?
It only has its face, okay?
But it's really cute, apparently.
It's extremely smart and loves to talk. In order to make itself seem cute, it'll act as a cute face if it gets peckished.
Peckished?
It will act like a face. I like peckished, though. It would have been... You could have just not had an ED and it would have made more sense. Oh, cute face is all... Alright, the cute face that was great. If it doesn't have any cute face left, it won't move at all.
Peckished.
So always make sure you have enough cute face. Don't leave home without cute face. Giant face.
I watched a guy do 50 push-ups. Can you beat that? Of course. Not to brag, but I could probably watch someone do 100 push-ups.
Although it is small, its fur is so supple that it cannot move without being enveloped in it.
What?
In battle, this Pokemon uses its phenomenal power to quell the fight. In battle, it uses its ability to stop it.
It's true.
A Pokemon with rapid physical growth. It has muscles all over its body that enable it to move at a fast 180 miles per hour. That is very fast.
Most things have muscles all over their body, at least of certain evolutionary paths.
Oh, that's boring. It is enveloped in a protective shell. Its beak can top 180 miles per hour. It is a boxer who is all about the shell.
Oh, yes. I know that technique for boxing.
With a strong showing in the lightweight division, it has been referred to as the Pokemon of the sea.
But why?
I guess it's a turtle.
A boxing turtle Pokemon?
Yeah, that would be new.
Yeah, they only have a boxing crab.
And a boxing person thing. Its thin, hard shell is its main weapon. It uses the shell to batter its foes to scrap. It uses psychic powers. What? You mean it uses its shell? Its psychic shell.
It's Pokemon shell.
A boxer who's all about the shell. It protects itself with its hard shell. The sound of its shell breaking can cause furious shaking in ships. Is coated in a thick, hard shell that makes it hard for it to swing its sword. Its sharp claws are its best weapon. Because it's hard to swing the sword. Why does it have a sword even?
It just found it and it thought it was cool.
Its shell is enveloped in a thick, tough shell.
So it's shellception.
Yeah. It is small but hard, but its shell is filled with its hardened psychic power. It desperately tries to keep its size right.
Damn it, I'm always changing size.
And it's always the wrong one.
Fuck.
I hate it.
My hitbox doesn't match my body.
Its psychic power is immense. It can predict real time from radio waves it has just sensed. That might mean something. It has sensed a huge influx of energy in the past 100 million years. It has mastered the art of using all of its psychic power.
Not just part of it.
No, all of it. It has sensed waves in the past 100 million years and programmed them to move against those who harm it. Huh, that sounds like an actual ability. I guess that's really weird water control. Sauce. In a previous life, it had no powers and could only dream of doing battle. This time, however, it has a new energy flowing through its body. That's coherence?
Yeah, that almost sounds like a Dex entry.
Now that it's equipped with its new power, it can see the future and move about. Before, I guess it could not move. The energy it's using to control water is almost as strong as its own.
I
can
almost
control water
wonder.
at will.
I almost wonder whether it would also make sense to collect all of the ones that are refined and feed them back into it.
Refined.
That actually sound coherent and like a Dex entry.
Oh, recycle it then.
But only ones that seem
Oh.
sensible.
It has no powers other than its programming will allow it to make squirts of water out of nothing.
That's a lot of sentence.
To say it can shoot a bit of water, I guess. It just needs a little energy to evolve. Power is said to flow through its hands at will. Okay.
Of the power or of the hands of the guy? Whose will?
The water it spits out from its mouth, which also has a nozzle, is capable of beating something solid.
Emphasizing the mouth has a nozzle, you guys.
It can beat solid things. That's remarkable. If it spins its heddled body to a rhyme of spinning water, that thing will go on a rampage.
I wonder if it was trying to say headless
Like,
and got cut off.
Whenever it gets, to make some a word, the whole thing just gets really weird.
it glitches itself.
It just gets confused. If it gasps for breath, it's experiencing a series of shocks that cause it to stop and think about what it has done.
Now you just get to think about this.
It has no powers other than, water from nothing. It needs energy to evolve. It spits out a mix of water and ice to determine what kinds of things are good and evil.
Water for nothing.
Anything that freezes temperatures, such as solid ice, is a danger to it. It needs a cold place to survive.
It needs a cold sauce to sauce. I missed.
It has no powers. Oh.
It still has a nozzle.
It freezes matter and records a flow to improve its chances of survival. Eating a twig fills with energy, and eating a twig makes it even stronger. Being filled with energy doesn't make it stronger.
No, they're two separate things.
Oh, it's good.
A gem from the deep waters a lot.
It protects itself with its hard.
That's true. This one has a lot of repeats in it, I saw.
Yeah, that's fine. It has more than things.
It doesn't have 50 of the same line.
It has slept in at least 7 hotels in the past. It has long been believed that it brings happiness to those who sleep in them.
King Koopa's 7?
Yeah, it's slept in at least those
7
Koopa hotels.
Koopa hotels.
People continue to sleep in the same way they did 100 years ago.
Oh, is this
But the
true?
number of people who believe it to be the one who brought happiness has halved.
Dreams Pokemon.
Mana.
Oh, is Mana also a dream
It's a
Pokemon?
sleep Pokemon.
I know that Cresselia has something to do with dreams because
Yeah, it's
Darkrai is
because it's
about
a duck.
nightmares. Well, because Darkrai is about nightmares. they're
Jumpluff
the
rides
opposites.
warm southern seas as if they were its entire body. It has the power to lift people and Pokemon off their perch on beaches.
Only there.
A gem from the deep waters of the Pacific Ocean. It lives at the bottom of blue seas.
Isn't
It lives at
one
the
of-
edge of calm waters. It takes cover in beaches after battle.
their willpower?
Emotions and knowledge.
Oh, I was wondering if maybe one of those had something to do with dreams.
People continue to sleep on the same day they did. In the same way they did 100 years ago. But, it's the same one again. Its dorsal and pectoral fins are strongly developed, enabling this Pokemon to swim at high speed and hit the ground running.
Is it running or swimming?
Yes! It has the power to sail a ship at speeds exceeding 60 knots.
It has the power to sail a ship.
It can't swim that fast, but it can sail a ship that fast.
And it's not skilled at sailing, it's powerful at sailing.
A Pokemon with over 60,000 feet of speed.
What?
It has the habit of running around the ocean at speeds over 60 knots.
60,000 feet of speed. What is that?
Oh, it races through the ocean at a speed of 60 miles per hour.
Which is different.
It is a thrilling Pokemon to see its massive mouth slammed into a concrete cliff.
Why? Why is that a thing? Why?
It sounds unpleasant to see.
Yeah, I am dissatisfied with this idea.
Over 60,000 feet of speed again. Its 6 tentacles ripped from its fur. They're used to clamp and bind prey. It's a weird way for tentacles to be, but its fur has a ribbon-like feel to it that lets it move without slipping. It wraps its prey up in its tentacles to sleep at the bottom of the sea. It's just cuddling.
Yeah. If they drown, it's just kind of a side effect. It's not on purpose.
It is a strong swimmer that keeps its foe in the water, even if it is caught in the river.
So it doesn't matter whether it's a river or not?
Yes. Its tusks are made of steel. If it breaks even with a good swim, it dies.
If it breaks even
With a good swim, it dies.
I don't know what that means.
Well, don't do it. It dies.
It's bad.
Although it is a strong swimmer, it loses speed if it swims at 60 knots.
If it goes too fast, it stops going fast.
Yes. Strong swimmer that keeps its foe in the water. It takes a single bite at a foe that is 10 times its own weight.
Why would it do that?
I don't know. Snorlax's body is composed of hardened ice.
We didn't know this.
The body is able to withstand any attack. This Pokemon has an incredible ability to time its jumps.
Be careful, he knows about timed hits.
Snorlax uses its 8 tentacles to glide through the frigid sea without slowing its movement. This Pokemon has incredible accuracy. Really a lot about Snorlax that I did not know. Its body is made of hardened ice. It can withstand any attack and time its jumps. It's able to swim at a pace of 8 knots a minute. What? I thought knots. Okay.
I think it's already in measurement.
Yeah, its weight is not affected. You do not affect me.
The trashy strolling is an eyesore.
Although it is a strong swimmer. Its icy body is so hard, even a swimmer might not be able to swim.
Oh no.
That's how hard it is. A swimmer can't swim.
Somewhere else.
Okay, that took a lot out of me. That was great. Great. Those are all really stupid. Is the thing coming?
Pokemon is.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Something broke.
But at least it looks silly at a glance. After this, you should try some 2 and see if it works.
Okay. This is a great sample. Oh, oops. After a long night of fighting, they finally came to an agreement on a name for themselves. They call it the Mountain of the Moon. The moonlight that it emits dazzles the darkness around them. It is, in fact, the light of the moon that shines in the darkness around us. What are we talking about? It flies through the darkness.
It's mutual moonlight.
It flies through the darkness of midnight. It wipes out the darkness around Lunala with its whirlwind-like arms.
I wonder if this will involve Lunala.
Lunala is the color of the rainbow.
Is this true?
If a trainer puts out a good effort in training its Pokemon, this Pokemon will become almost blindingly hot inside its eyelids.
Good.
That sounds bad. I don't think you want that.
Yeah, I would imagine eyelids being blindingly hot would
Probably
blind bad.
Yeah, it'll blind you. By flapping its wings with all of its might, it can whip up gusts of 100 miles an hour in a gust of wind.
So if the wind isn't blowing, then how fast is the gust?
It burns its color-coded orbs to attract foes. When it faces a tough opponent, this Pokemon becomes more tempered than before. Okay. Lunalu is the personification of the Earth. The light it inhales is said to be the sign of the Kingdom of the Stars. That sounds like a really cheap Pokemon OC or something. Lunalu. It exhales light at a speed of 100 miles an hour while
Very,
flying.
very, very slow light.
It is a very brave Pokemon. Adhering to the code of the land, is said to be a requirement of every Pokemon. Really? I did not know that. Lunalu is back. Lunalu sleeps in a deep-sea trench. Once it awakens, it buries itself in shallow water to sleep. It returns to sleep after sunset. So
it really likes sleeping.
once it awakens, it goes back to sleep.
It's just what it does. That's its whole being.
It is the personification of the earth. Oh, the light. Yes.
Sleepy. See, I saw that there was...
Luna is the personification of the earth. This it's not Lunalu, it's Luna. Very slow light. Protects itself with its clawed arms while flying. What it doesn't hold is a fire.
One thing it is not holding
is
fire.
It changes appearance using the appearance of a fluffy coat. Coat it in warm weather. It'll be all set.
Good. Good for it.
Oh. Protects itself. Oh, what it doesn't hold is a fire. Latias has a very soft and supple body. A light scratch on a touch reveals the source of the power under its breath. This Pokemon is said to recall its memories if it is startled.
If you scare it, it remembers things.
Yes. Ludicrous speed and power are the hallmarks of Latias. Its breath is so intense, even its eyelids will be dry.
It's reaching ludicrous speed.
That's not a word I've seen much.
That particular phrasing is...
Spheal has a body made of rock. The iron it hardens with meganium, sulfuritum, 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 sulfuritum. Sulfurious humidity is just one of the qualities that make this Pokemon passionate about pursuing physical strength. It also happens to possess fantastic vision.
Pargon.
What happened? Something happened, but I don't know what.
Pargon happened.
Oops.
Oh, too much letter.
Alright. I hate that. Oh, dang it.
It deselected the thing.
Staying Sulfuritonium. What are you? It is breathtaking that a Pokemon of this quality can exist at the heart of the ground. The iron helmet that covers this Pokemon's face amounts to a likeness of a crown.
Pokemon.
Sulfuritonium. Oh, it dies.
Okay, so...
Streamer mode is enabled.
We have shown episode 1 of this, whatever this is. Shin is going to see about finding some more
Forget
things.
Botnik. This is the real bees.
Real bees. What?
It's the good stuff.
Oh,
It's showbiz.
that's showbiz. Alright, so well, that too apparently. I don't know what that is. No, this is what I want to move. There we go. Alright, and we'll move. Oh no, I'm shrinking!
Oh. Maybe I'll be good at TF2 now.
That is up to you. Before we got back to... Oh, hold this as well. But that's not what I was trying to remember.
Help!
Help! Game capture. I got this.
What's that? The white box?
This is the chat.
No.
Oh, that's what I needed to do. Was I needed to move this back down. I don't know how, but it got pushed way up.